skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, and your projects.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, back 25.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip. 11. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Let it go.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because it allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now, Breeze again. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 53 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Third down.
Ready, get ready, get ready. Come on, come on.
On third down, Ryan. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
At their own 33-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Check. 45 to Mike.
11. Hey, easy.
Toss play, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
To throw, it's Breeze. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready. Under.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Come on.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Breeze gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Kill. Watch twitch. Watch. Hey, kill.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, team 6.
On second down, here's Breeze. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Go.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio, and that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 50. Go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check.
Now Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
For the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Wrap. 45. 11. 45.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go. 45's the mic. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, check Mike.
36. Easy.
The final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands.
Now Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. From midfield, here's Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
On second down, Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 16 yards, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Hey, easy. Roy. Five.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Murray. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, check, 59.
Now Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Sammy!
Again, it's Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. He's got Sanu. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Ryan now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. Have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Let's make these babies cry.
Hey, kill.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Hey, easy.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Get him. Mike 5'9".
Bree's going to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
He will push his way down to about the 14. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Tuesday.
Now Ryan. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25.
Ready? Yellow lady, 0-2.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Matthews, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's our time.
One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long.